The Fairies and the Strange Tree. Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods, where sunlight filtered through emerald leaves and golden ribbons and the air hummed with magic, lived a community of fairies. They were tiny, delicate creatures with shimmering wings that glowed like fireflies in the dusk. Their homes were nestled within hollowed-out mushrooms, beneath toadstool caps, and inside the curling bark of ancient trees. Among them was a young fairy named Liora. She had wings the color of morning mist, and a curiosity that often led her into trouble. While the other fairies busied themselves with gathering dewdrops and weaving flower crowns, Liora loved exploring the deeper parts of the forest, where the trees grew taller and the shadows stretched longer. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the first stars blinked awake, Liora noticed something unusual, a tree she had never seen before. It stood apart from the others, its trunk twisted in strange, spiraling patterns, and its leaves were not green, but a deep, shimmering violet. The bark pulsed faintly, as though the tree had a heartbeat. Liora hovered closer, her wings fluttering with excitement. "How odd," she murmured. "I've never seen a tree like this before." As she reached out to touch it, a voice rustled through the leaves. "Who disturbs the slumbering elder?" Liora gasped and darted back. The voice was neither kind nor cruel. It was ancient, slow, like roots shifting deep beneath the earth. I'm Liora," she stammered. "I didn't mean to disturb you." The tree groaned softly, and a single violet leaf drifted down, landing in her palm. It glowed faintly, casting eerie shadows on her fingers. "You are curious, little one," the tree rumbled. "But curiosity can be dangerous." Leora's heart pounded. "What are you? Why do you look so different from the other trees?" The tree sighed, its branches creaking. "I am the last of my kind. Long ago, before your kind danced among these woods, my people were guardians of the forest. But time and darkness took them, and now I sleep, waiting." "Waiting for what?" Liora asked. "For the one who can awaken the others." Leora's eyes widened. "How?" The tree did not answer immediately. Instead, its roots shifted and the ground trembled slightly. A hidden door, woven from vines and bark, appeared at the base of its trunk. "If you wish to know, step inside. But beware, once you enter, you may not return unchanged." Liora hesitated. The other fairies had warned her about wandering too far, about meddling with things she didn't understand. But the mystery was too great to resist. Taking a deep breath, she pushed open the door and stepped inside. The world around her dissolved into swirling colors, purple, silver, and deep blue. She felt herself falling not down, but through, as if slipping between layers of reality. When her feet touched solid ground again, she stood in a vast, glowing cavern. Great roots stretched across the ceiling like veins, pulsing with light. In the center stood more trees like the one outside, but these were not sleeping. They were petrified, their bark turned to stone, their branches frozen in twisted agony. A figure emerged from the shadows, a tall, spectral being with antlers like a stag and eyes that burned like embers.
"You have come," it said, its voice echoing. "The keeper of the grove has been waiting." Leora's wings trembled. Who are you?" "I am the last spirit of the Eldertrees. The others were cursed by the Shadow Wraith, a creature of greed and decay. It sought to drain the magic from our roots, turning the forest to dust." Liora looked around in horror. "Is that what happened to them?" The spirit nodded. "The tree met outside is the last still fighting, but its strength fades. Only a pure-hearted fairy can break the curse."
"How?"
Liora whispered. The spirit extended a hand, and a tiny, glowing seed appeared in its palm. "This is a seed of dawn. Plant it in the heart of the cursed grove, and sing the song of awakening. But be warned, the Shadow Wraith will try to stop you." Liora swallowed hard, but took the seed. It pulsed warmly in her hand, filling her with courage. When she stepped back through the door, she found herself once more beneath the violet-leaved tree. But now she understood its sorrow. Determined, she flew back to her village and told the other fairies what she had seen. Some were frightened, others doubtful, but a few, her closest friends, agreed to help. That night, under a sky thick with stars, Liora and her friends ventured into the deepest part of the forest, where the cursed grove stood. The air was thick with silence, and the ground crunched like brittle bones beneath their feet. In the center of the grove, Liora planted the seed. Then, closing her eyes, she began to sing, a soft, lilting melody that her grandmother had taught her. The other fairies joined in, their voices weaving together like threads of light. At first, nothing happened. Then a whisper, a rustle. The ground trembled. From the shadows, a monstrous shape emerged, a swirling mass of darkness with hollow eyes and a gaping maw. The Shadow Wraith. "You dare awaken what I have put to sleep?" it hissed. Leora's heart raced, but she did not stop singing. The seed began to glow, brighter and brighter, until a beam of light shot into the sky. The wraith screeched, recoiling. "No! This forest is mine." But the light grew, spreading through the petrified trees. Cracks formed in their stone shells, and fresh, green wood peeked through. With a final, ear-splitting wail, the Shadow Wraith dissolved into smoke. The grove erupted in life. Flowers bloomed, vines unfurled, and the Eldertrees stretched their branches, free at last. The violet-leaved tree outside the grove sighed in relief, its leaves now shimmering gold. "Thank you, little one," it murmured. "The forest remembers its heroes." From that day on, Liora was known as the fairy who woke the trees. And though she remained as curious as ever, she had learned that some mysteries were meant to be uncovered, and that even the smallest fairy could change the fate of the forest.